Hello, hello, Derek's Pixeltorium coming at you again with another video on my RetroBat VPIN build here. So today I wanted to go over just if you ever get a VPX table that you notice like the sound's a little off on it. I can show you how to fix that. There's a couple ways to fix it, so I'm going to go through both ways in case one doesn't work for you. So one example would be the Flintstones table, and I know Greg put up a pack about the Flintstones already, so I'm just gonna open the table here and show you what's going on. Unfortunately, it's not the Goonies, but I did the Goonies so it would cover up the adult Lo Nelly that's behind Sloth there. So, but anyway, so as you can see to the left is the Flintstones. And yeah, so I didn't get any artwork for it yet for the menu, so it just looks like a image with a cross through it. So, but anyway, like I said before, I would always suggest backing up first. So just pull up your main RBVPIN build, go into the ROMs folder, then vPinball, and find the table you're going to be updating. In my case, it's the Flintstones. So the Flintstones. So just go here, right click, and just make a zip file backup of it somewhere and put it on the root directory or somewhere just in case you need it. That way, in case you mess something up, you can just unzip this clean version of it working again. So, okay. With that out of the way, we can go back to the build and let's open up Flintstones. And there we go. So yeah, Flintstones is an awesome recreation table, and it just looks gorgeous. The background's pretty cool too. This one actually has a background. So as you can hear, there's not much to hear. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to throw some quarters in. So you can hear that. That sounds good. But you hear the yabba dabba doo is pretty soft. And as you can hear also, the flippers are really quite louder than the music and whatnot. So, and just play a quick ball here. So yeah, ball sounds loud, flippers sound loud, but as you can barely hear, the music in the background and the callouts are really soft. So basically, I'm going to show you how to fix that. So there's two ways to do it. First way, especially if it's a table that has a ROM, so basically if it's based on an existing pinball table like Flintstones is, so what you can do is if you hit the end key on your keyboard, you'll see it says coin door open. So what that allows you to do is then you can actually change the volume of the table. And to change the volume of the table, again on the keyboard, so the 9 key increases the volume in here. Now we can hear it. Hey! And then when you're done, once you get the volume set the way you like it, just hit the end key again. That'll close the door again. And as you can see, it doesn't say anything when you close the door, but if you close it correctly, you can start playing. And now, listen to all those callouts, the blips and bloops and sounds, and of course the music. It's okay. That's much better.
Incredible.
Incredible. Okay, so now that we got the sound set and the background and music volume is as loud at least as the flippers. So what I would also suggest is before you exit this table, if you hover your mouse up on the top here above over the DMD, what I would suggest is to make sure the volume changes save. If you just right click and choose game settings, you'll get this pop up here, and don't worry if it sounds weird, it's just kind of looping through the I know it's annoying, but yeah, so once this is pulled up, just go ahead and hit OK. That basically just kind of saves it the way it is, and then if you exit, take you back to the menu. And then if we go back into the Flintstones, the sound settings should be louder now. Okay. Oh, look at that. It didn't stick. Okay. So that's what we're going to show you a couple different ways to do this. So basically, if that doesn't work and save, the next thing should definitely save it. So let me just let the ball drain here. Okay. So the next way is a little bit different, but it might be a little bit simpler. So like we did before, just kind of, obviously, if you run your mouse over the main part of the screen, you're not going to see it. But if you keep scrolling your mouse to the left and you get above the DMD here, again, we're going to right click game settings. So I'll just pull things up here. We're not going to do anything this time, but just kind of pull it up, click OK, and then go back and left click on the DMD, and we're going to want to hit the tilde key, which on the keyboard, which is basically that little key beside the 1. So if you hit that, it'll bring up this little bar here. It says volume 0 dB. So this also is a way to change the volume for the sounds, and then basically you can use your arrow keys this time, and you can increase it. You can hear the volume getting louder again. Okay, anyway, when you got to the volume you want, if you hit the tilde key again, it'll go back to the DMD. And again, after you change the volume, just right click on the DMD again, choose game settings, and all we're doing here is just going to click OK to basically save the changes for this volume change we made. And then we can just click back on the table. We can see the lights are blinking on the table again. Then we can launch this ball, and there are the sounds. You hear the sounds a lot better. The music is playing. The call outs. Okay, so now what we can do, since we did that OK trick to save the changes for the volume this way, if we exit the table, it takes back the menu, and then if we go right back into the table, this time things should be saved. We're going to see. Okay. Well, that was louder already, so let's see.
Thank you.
Ooh, that's louder. Good sign, good sign. Yabba dabba doo, I think it worked. And there we go. So now the increased volume is saved. We are good to go with that. And after we saved it and exited, went back in, and look at that, it's still saved. So yeah, so that's that. And there it is. Just a quick video of 2 ways you can try to adjust the sound volume for your VPX tables. Especially when there's a ROM involved, so an actual table recreation. You can either try the coin door approach, which as you can see didn't work for this particular table, or you can just left click on the DMD and do the tilde key trick and then increase the volume as you can see on the DMD. So hopefully one of those will work for you like they worked for me. And actually, before we go, I'm just going to get out of there. I'm actually going to open up this other Playboy table I got, because it's Playboy, you know. But yeah, so I know this one also has a similar issue with the volume. So we'll just try this too. Okay, so yeah, as you can hear, or maybe you can't, but the background volume is really low. And if we enter the keys, see, flipper volume's really loud, and see you can barely hear the callouts and the music in the background. So what we're gonna do, same two tricks, see if which one works. I kind of know which one works this time, but it's okay. We're gonna try the N key approach for the coin door. And as you can see, you can probably hear it. I'm hitting the N key, but nothing is happening. Coin door is not opening, so that way is not going to work. So let's try the other way. So what we can do is just kind of run your mouse to the left until you see it come over the DMD. And there we go. So click on it, right click, game settings, okay. And then we'll just do it again. Left click, hit the tilde key beside the 1. Okay, so we get the volume bar here. So now if we do the arrow keys this way, there we go. I can hear the music getting louder. Put it at 25 just like the last table, Flintstones. We'll see if that does a good job. So once we're done, hit the tilde key again, and then don't forget, left click and then right click again on DMD. Do game settings, and again, all we're doing here is just basically clicking OK to save our changes. And now we're back here, so what we can do is just test the sound now. First, we're going to click back on the table, and a way to check to make sure you're back on the table and the table's in focus is like the table lights are blinking like now. So Miss January's blinking, and so is the hurry up. Okay, music is definitely louder. You can definitely hear it. Getting some blips and bloops. And all kinds of stuff. All right, I think this is good.
Just what you needed.
Just what we needed. Yep, perfect timing. Okay, so now that we got the volume fixed up on this one, and we saved our changes with the OK trick, I'm just going to exit out of the table, and then go right back in. And volume should be good now. Music is at a better volume. I think we're good there.
Do you want to play?
I'd say that's better.
Welcome to Playboy. The girls are waiting.
All right. And as you can see, sound is a lot better.
Just what you needed.
And that's just what we needed. That's right.
A little more to the right. Come on, hit it again.
I couldn't hit it again. Oh well. So okay. Anyway, there's another test and volume update for this Playboy Table 2. So I figured I'd do the Flintstones and this one because why not? So there we go. Just exit back to the menu, and there's 2 ways and 2 table examples how you can try to increase the volume for your VPX tables that have a ROM file when they're based on an actual pinball table and their recreation. And hopefully this helped you like it helped me. All right. Any questions, throw them down in the comments, or throw a comment in the Discord under the VPX table channel, and we'll be happy to help. All right, guys. See you on the next one.